Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I've got Dan Smith with the Vail Mountain Rescue here in the studio. Dan, once a week, you come in, rain, sleet, sun, shine, snow, anything.
And we almost always have a mission.
There's always a mission.
Almost. The weather is not dependent.
So let's get into first. I want to let people know what Vail Mountain Rescue is, then we'll get into, you had just one mission, so we'll talk about that in a minute.
Well, we are authorized by the sheriff to perform backcountry search and rescue in Eagle County.
Year-round.
Year-round, 24/7, 365. The rough rule of thumb is if you're 25 yards off the highway, you're ours.
Okay.
Now, sometimes we share that with fire departments on some of these backcountry roads. But basically, if you're not someplace we can drive an ambulance, we're the ones coming to get you. This year, we've been paged out 116 times and probably turned tires over 100. Sometimes missions resolve themselves before we can get out there.
Right.
And we do all hazards. We do everything from lost hikers, skiers, and hunters to plane crashes to crashed paragliders, which is one of my favorite missions.
To a lot of swiftwater, whitewater rescue during the summertime.
And that's always in partnership with fire because they're going to get there first. But if it goes long, they've got fires to put out, and we'll pretty much take over in about an hour.
Right.
But the key is we're all volunteer. Nobody gets paid. Nobody at all. You actually pay for the privilege of being on the team because you wind up buying a lot of gear. And you and I both know that around here buying a lot of gear is such a penalty. I've got an excuse. Hey, honey, I got an excuse to get a new headlamp. You know,
right.
Things like that.
I know.
But you wind up twinning your gear because you're always leaving a full set in the back of your car for the season. The back of mine has my ruck, a big box with a bunch of stuff in it, and a duffel bag with a bunch of clothes in it, and a spare pair of heavy boots. And that just swaps out with the season.
Right.
Nobody gets lost at noon on a bright sunny day. That's sort of the rule. They tend to get lost in bad weather and at night, and probably half our missions are night missions.
You just had a mission this past week.
We just one. It was a night mission.
So just one for the past week, which is a nice change of pace.
Oh, yeah,
but it's going to change again maybe this week. You never
We
know.
were doing 3 a week for quite a while. We fly about 20% of the time with the National Guard. Black Hawk helicopters are a godsend to us and to the people we rescue. The last one was about a month ago. Well, about 3 weeks ago, we pulled a guy off North Traverse Peak, and he had gotten to where he couldn't go up and couldn't go down for numerous reasons. We went in with a Black Hawk, lowered a guy down on the cable, put this guy in a harness, sent him up the cable, brought our guy back up, done.
Okay.
And he'd been out all night. It was 28 degrees where he was, and he was very, very cold. And he was right on the edge of going into stage 2 hypothermia because he was about to quit shivering. But we got him to the hospital, and he was fine. Walked out that evening. So that's,
okay, so now tell us about this one you just had.
Oh, this one was a lost mountain biker, an overdue mountain biker, actually, on the Colorado Trail up near Camp Hale. The way these typically work is people drop the biker or bikers off at Pando and make a time to pick them up. And a significant portion of the time, they underestimate how long it takes to ride that part of the trail, and they wind up coming back to Pando at night. Well, sometimes their friends have waited for them. When we get involved, the friends have not waited long enough.
Right.
And the person has no headlamp, no warm gear, because he's mountain biking. He's got a wind jacket. And typically starts trying to ride Highway 24, often in the wrong direction. So we get up there and start searching Colorado Trail on ATVs and on mountain bikes. And the sheriff's deputies do the road, and this year this has happened, I think, 2, if not 3 times, and the deputies have always gotten them. Riding 24 at night in the dark without a headlamp, not a good idea. The object lesson is when you go out here, for anything you do, be prepared to stay out overnight, let someone know where you're going and when you'll be back, and hopefully that's someone reliable who'll call us and have us come get you.
Okay.
I mean, I even carry a space blanket and a headlamp in my butt pack on the mountain when I ski, because I've been on Vail Mountain at night, and when it's dark, it's dark.
It's dark and
very dark.
Weather changes abruptly. Thanks for coming in. It's good to see you.
Pleasure.
I think it's important also to tell people, just travel in groups of 2. Don't go by yourself.
Oh,
no need to, okay?
It's lonely and it's no fun.
Okay. Thanks, Dan.
Our pleasure.
All right, Dan Smith, Vail Mountain Rescue. We're going to take it out onto the back patio. Megan's going to give you a look at the forecast for the day, this winter storm warning, and so much more.